It's the spooky season, everyone, and what better way to celebrate than taking a look at the 10 best NECA Ultimate Horror figures ever made. What the hell was that? I don't know. Let's just do this and get this over with. What's up, everybody? My name is Matt, often called Big Nerdy, and I'm a little bit afraid right now. We are the NWO. Oh, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. Okay, I am a little bit freaked out in here. I probably should not have tried to do that seance to bring back the ghost of Stan Lee, and I definitely shouldn't have used a Ouija board, but I did, and now here we are. So let's get this top 10 done. I'm gonna call the Ghostbusters, see if they're available to come in here and clean the place out, and then we should all be good. Before I get into the top 10, just a reminder, New Jersey Toy Con's just a few weeks away if you're watching this around release. November 13th, November 14th, Big Nerdy, Mrs. Nerdy, probably just buying things and walking around. We'd love to see you guys come say hi to us. If you're into horror movies and you're into action figures, then NECA is the place to be. I'm not gonna lie, neither horror movies nor NECA figures are my expertise. In fact, I know so little about them, until recently, that is. A few years ago, I got hooked on the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures because they hit me in the feels. You know, I got the nostalgia hit, and I gotta tell you, they are second to none when it comes for the sculpt, accessories, paint, design, for the what you pay for them. Nobody can really touch them. Now, before anyone says it in the comments, yes, there are a crap ton of QA problems, okay? These aren't meant to be played with. Pose them gently, very, very gently. Don't look at them wrong, and they're just fine. But again, for what you're paying for it, what do you expect? You're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Like I said, I am not a horror movie expert by any means. In fact, I am, I don't love them, I just kind of like them. And, it's one of those things where I watch them if they're on, but I don't go out of my way to see them. What the hell are you talking about, man? There's nothing to my right. Are you drunk? Coming in at number 10 is Freddy Krueger, which is based on the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise of 9 movies. NECA calls this the definitive version of Freddy, and it's based on his appearance in the very first 1984 movie, coming in at 7 inches tall with a fully articulated lower body and ball-hinged thighs and knees. He includes 3 interchangeable heads, one with a closed mouth, one with an open mouth giving a grimace, and a skull face. Not creepy at all. He also has an interchangeable left hand with 2 of its fingers cut off and includes a dead skin mask. Okay, that is super creepy. A tongue phone and his fedora, of course. He looks like Red Reddington in hell. Coming in at number 9 is Pennywise the Dancing Clown, based off of the It movie, which is based off of the It book by Stephen King. This particular incarnation of It is based off the 1990 horror miniseries that literally screwed up my sleeping schedule for about 3 years. If you didn't know this, Tim Curry portrayed Pennywise in this entire movie miniseries thing, and yeah, this is not what I think of when I think of Tim Curry. I think of the front desk clerk in Home Alone 2. This Tim Curry is scary as hell. This figure is fully articulated, 4 interchangeable heads for your decision and how scared you want to be. Plus he's got alternate monster hands, a noisemaker, a bunch of balloons, and of course a paper boat. Come on down here, Georgie, I got the boat. I gotta tell you, this would have worked on 7-year-old me if it was down there with like Jeffrey the Giraffe and he was like, come on down, we got all the Toys R Us in the world. Who the hell am I kidding? This would work on me now. If I go outside tomorrow and there's a clown in the sewer saying, come on down here, Toys R Us, KB Toys are all open, I'm going down to the sewer and this will be my last video. But I don't think that's gonna happen. If you can't tell, I have of course seen this. I have not seen the remake yet because I'm still scared of the original. Fun story, my parents' shower, if you look down in the holes of the shower, the white drain pipe you could see, and I was so freaked out because I thought they were its fingers coming to come up the drain to get me. I was scared to death. And I did not use that shower for a few years. I had to use the other one. Coming in at number 8 is the Scream Ghost, based on the Scream franchise of 4 movies with a 5th on the way, and of course, a ton of spoofs. This was the slasher horror movie back in the 90s, and this figure just totally brings it to life. He has a fabric robe, he's fully posable, and he's got a ton of sharp objects like knives and a scythe or a skith or a whatever the hell that thing is, a big old knife with a little curved knife. Oh, and it even comes with a little voice changer box that doesn't change his voice. Add in 4 interchangeable heads, including the original mask, a bloody variant, a zombie mask, and a glow-in-the-dark mask, all in a neatly packaged window box, and you got yourself one hell of a collectible. It is a big part of my teenagerhood, whatever the word for that is, as I remember watching this movie when I was in high school and always being like, oh man, if only I could go get a girl to go see it with me. Yeah, that wasn't happening in high school for me. Coming in at number 7 is Chucky, based on the 8 movies that were part of the Child's Play movie franchise. This psychopathic doll has the soul of a serial killer stuck inside of him, meaning he's kind of screwed up in the head. Comes with 4 interchangeable heads, a ton of accessories including a hammer, a baseball bat, a voodoo knife, a hunting knife, a butcher knife, a straight razor, a yardstick, a pistol, and a forearm with a blade. Because he's a doll, he's only 4 inches tall, which is but I mean it makes sense, but he does have 20 points of articulation to make up for it. Much like it, this is another movie that screwed me up as a child. I remember walking into my grandparents' living room and my parents and grandparents were watching it on a holiday and I'm like, oh my god! Oh yeah, this one screwed me up. Coming in at number 6 is Annabelle, from the Conjuring franchise of 3 movies. This creepy 6-inch doll comes with a soft goods skirt, interchangeable heads, and her chair of course, as well as some museum doll case accessories. Coming in at number 5 is Jason Voorhees. Now this is a film franchise that I have a ton of experience with, because they've made so many of these movies that they are literally like the car store car wash in like the dollar bin, and there's nothing else to do at night but watch these things, so I have seen pretty much every Friday the 13th movie. This version is based off the original 1982 film. It's 7 inches and has 25 points of articulation and is of course packed with accessories. He comes with 2 of his signature hockey masks, 2 interchangeable head sculpts, a pitchfork, a wrench, a knife, a fire poker, a harpoon gun, a machete, and an axe. Coming in at number 4 is Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise of films. I have never seen a single Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, but I know all about Chainsaw Charlie, and I know all about Leatherface from New Japan Pro Wrestling, or whatever Japan Pro Wrestling it was. He was Corporal Kirshner in the WWF. Look at that. Old school wrestling knowledge for you right there. This Leatherface figure is 7 inches. It's based on his original 1974 film appearance. He's got 25 points of articulation and of course 2 gruesome heads. He comes with a ton of accessories obviously, including his chainsaw, a knife, a mallet, a meat hook, a cleaver, and a vinyl apron, which for whatever reason, vinyl aprons have always been creepy to me, even though I've never seen this movie. Coming in at number 3 is Mike Myers, who you might remember from his long stint on SNL or his fantastic Austin Powers movies. What's that? Oh, not that Mike Myers? Okay, sorry. No, it's Michael Myers, the crazy psychopath, sociopathic killer, actually, from the Halloween movies. Fun fact, I used to use the Halloween theme song as my ringtone whenever my restaurant called. Thank God I don't run restaurants anymore. This franchise is massive. We're talking 11 movies, comic books, there's a video game out there. There's a lot of stuff for Halloween, and they just keep coming out with more. This is my favorite of the NECA Ultimate Michael Myers. It's based on Halloween 2, 25 points of articulation, 3 heads, a syringe, not creepy at all, a knife, a hammer, and a opening jack-o'-lantern. I do not have this figure currently in stock at the Nerdzoic toy store. I hope to eventually, but if you want to get him, you can pick him up right now. He's up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth. What the hell was that? I'm gonna go check the power. Coming in at number 2 is the Candyman, which is based off a series of 4 films, with the latest one just being released in the summer of 2021. I was unfortunate enough to catch this movie late one night and it scared the crap out of me. Thank you, horror movies. This version of the terrifying Candyman that can be summoned by speaking his names 5 times in a mirror, not unlike Beetlejuice, comes with a ton of accessories that you would totally expect from NECA. In addition to the accessories, which I'll get to in a moment, there's also interchangeable heads for his, the bee head. You gotta have that. He comes with a soft goods cape, and like I said regarding accessories, you of course have the bee swarm.
What a wimp.
Well, I hate my wife. Let's go to number 1. Coming in at number 1 is Pinhead from the Hellraiser franchise. Much like the Halloween movies, there are quite a few Hellraiser movies. Some of them you can even find in the car wash recycling bin. In my opinion, Pinhead is easily the number 1 NECA Ultimate Horror figure. He just looks amazing. The sculpt of that face with the pin sticking out, he's awesome. He's even more scary than my wife with a lamb mask. I will be at the NJ Toy Con coming up. If you need advice on conventioning and how to convention the right way and not go crazy, check out this video here that tells you all of my tips and tricks for the convention life. Till next time, remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy. Later.